Hey friend, welcome to the BotBuhdy AI report. Today we've got a packed show for you. Meta's watermelon is coming for OpenAI's crown. Microsoft's $2.5 billion bet that AI needs a human to make it work. Claude Sonnet 5 is now inside Microsoft Azure and the procurement wall just fell. GPT 5.6 is still locked. Here is why Anthropic got its models back and open. AI did not. And finally, Cloudflare is about to block AI training bots on 20% of the internet. Let's get into it.
Meta just dropped a bomb in a town hall meeting, and it wasn't even a public announcement. Alexander Wang, the 28-year-old running Meta's superintelligence labs, told employees that their upcoming model, codenamed Watermelon, has already matched OpenAI's GPT 5.5 on key AI benchmarks. And here's the kicker. Watermelon is still in training. It hasn't shipped yet. The model is reportedly using 10 times more compute than Meta's previous best model, which means Meta is going all in on raw scaling power. Now, benchmarks can be gamed, and internal numbers don't always match public performance. But even if Watermelon only gets close to these claims when it launches, this is a massive deal. 6 months ago, Meta was widely considered a tier below OpenAI and Anthropic on frontier AI. If Watermelon ships and delivers, that story changes overnight. Zuckerberg has been on a hiring spree, pulling in top researchers from every major lab. This might be the payoff.
This one caught my eye. There is more to this story than you might think.
Everyone knows AI is transforming business. The dirty secret is that most enterprise AI deployments fail, not because the models aren't powerful, but because getting them to actually work inside a real company is incredibly hard. Microsoft just put $2.5 billion on that problem. They've created a new operating business called Microsoft Frontier Company, staffed with 6,000 engineers whose job is simple. Go inside your company and get your AI working, not just sell you Copilot, not just give you an API key, embed with your team and make it real. Satya Nadella framed this as the next phase of the AI race. It's not about who has the best model anymore. It's about who can actually deliver results. And Microsoft is betting that the difference between AI that transforms a business and AI that becomes a failed pilot program is having a dedicated human team making it happen. With Amazon, OpenAI, and Anthropic all launching similar enterprise deployment units, this is officially the new battlefield.
Now this next story really got me thinking. This could change everything.
If you've ever tried to get Claude approved at a big company, you know the struggle. It's not about whether the model is good. It is. It's about procurement. Can we pay with our Azure contract? Does it work with our Entra ID for security? Is it in our approved software list? For most Fortune 500 companies, if the answer to any of those was no, the conversation ended. That wall just came down. Claude Sonnet 5 is now generally available inside Microsoft Foundry, meaning you can deploy it with your existing Azure billing, your existing Microsoft security setup, and your existing enterprise agreements. And Sonnet 5 isn't just Claude 4 with a new label. It has meaningfully better agentic performance, stronger tool use, better multi-step reasoning, and the kind of reliability enterprises need for production workflows. The timing is fascinating. Anthropic is using Microsoft's platform to go head-to-head with OpenAI's enterprise products, and Microsoft is letting it happen. The AI market in the enterprise space just got significantly more competitive.
Okay, this next one. I am genuinely excited about this. You are going to love it.
We knew Anthropic got its Fable 5 and Mythos 5 models back at the end of June. What we didn't know, until today, is exactly what that deal cost them. Axios is reporting the details. Anthropic agreed to proactive threat detection and reporting, pre-release government access to all future frontier models, and demonstrated new safety classifiers that Commerce Department officials actually evaluated. In other words, Anthropic essentially invited the government into its development process in exchange for clearance. OpenAI took a different approach. They objected publicly to the government gating arrangement around GPT 5.6, calling it something that shouldn't become the long-term default. And right now, GPT 5.6, the most powerful model OpenAI has ever built, is still sitting in federal review, while OpenAI engineers have daily technical calls with government officials. The irony is striking. Anthropic, the safety-focused company, cut a deal with regulators. OpenAI, the company that invented the term alignment, is fighting the regulatory process. This is what the new era of AI governance looks like up close.
Wow. Okay, so that just happened. This next one really blew my mind.
Here's a number worth sitting with. Cloudflare protects roughly 20% of all websites on the internet, and starting September 15th, every new domain that joins Cloudflare will have AI. Training bots blocked by default on pages that carry advertising. Search bots. Fine, but if your crawler is there to harvest content for training a model, blocked, unless you identify yourself and get approved. This is a massive shift. Every major AI lab, OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, Meta, has built its models partly on web scrape data. That data has, up until now, been essentially free for the taking. Cloudflare is changing the calculus, and they're going further. They've floated a model where, instead of paying per crawl AI, companies could pay Cloudflare per answer served, essentially creating a royalty system for the content their models were trained on. Web publishers have been asking for this for years. Cloudflare just gave them a very powerful lever. Watch how fast the other infrastructure players follow.
That's all for today, friend. If you found this helpful, smash that like button and hit subscribe. I will see you tomorrow with more AI news. Until then, stay curious, stay informed, and remember, leverage your intelligence.